John Hockenberry was born on the 4th of June 1956 in Ohio, United States. Shortly after his birth, he and his parents moved to New York, where he grew up and attended middle school. While in school, John was a genius in mathematics. He wasn't so good in other subjects such as history and English. But when it comes to solving math problems, the young boy was indeed a wonder. By the time John completed his high school education, he had decided to study mathematics at the university. At the age of 17, he got admitted to the University of Chicago, where he majored in maths. 2 years after John's admission into school, his life took a different turn unexpectedly. He visited Pennsylvania for an expedition and had a very tragic car accident while traveling back home. John was hit by a sleepy driver who died on the spot. Owing to the ghastly accident, his spinal cord was severely damaged. The spinal cord injury resulted in paraplegia, paralyzing him from the chest down. For weeks, he was bedridden, wallowing in devastation and regrets. He felt his life no longer had a meaning. Even after going for therapy, he still wasn't pleased with the conditions he found himself. A year after the accident, John was transferred from the University of Chicago to University of Oregon, where he forgot about mathematics and started studying harpsichord and piano. While schooling in Oregon, John decided to volunteer for the National Public Radio (NPR), working as a local reporter despite his disability. After some time, John moved to one of the company's offices in Washington, D.C., where he worked as a newscaster. His volunteering later ended after he was recruited as a normal employee. He kick-started a professional career in journalism. While working for the National Public Radio, John traveled to various parts of the United States reporting live news. In 1992, after working for about 15 years, he left and got hired by ABC News. During the civil war in Somalia, he was present to report the live news covering all the significant events that took place. John eventually went on to become one of America's most famous journalists. Today, he's not only active in journalism, but he is also an author. He has written a best-selling memoir, as well as dozens of magazines and newspaper articles. Life can be challenging most times. Often we tend to experience difficulties which would test our strength and resilience. Whenever you find yourself in a state of difficulty, be resilient and strong. Even if your problems seem to be the toughest, always believe that you have the strength to overcome. Maya Angelou said, "You may not control all the events that happen to you, but you can decide not to be reduced by them." There is no way you can possibly prevent yourself from passing through challenges in life. However, you can choose not to allow these challenges to bring you down. Don't let them reduce you. Don't let them take away your determination. Oprah Winfrey said, "Where there is no struggle, there is no strength." You can't possibly know the extent of your strength until you have experienced struggles. The moment of your struggle is the ideal time for you to find your strength. You don't have to wallow in self-pity or feel devastated whenever you find yourself in a state of pain. Instead, gather the strength within you and defeat your problems. Linda Pondester said, "One small crack doesn't mean that you are broken. It means that you were put to the test and you didn't fall apart." Having one little problem should not make you feel discouraged. You should never be frustrated by the wrong things that are happening in your life. Facing difficulties will not mar your future. Rather, you would be strengthened to succeed beyond your expectations. John Hockenberry was much stronger than his challenges. Even after being crippled, he was still able to overcome and succeed abundantly.